Olivia. So sometimes I get asked a lot by my mom's friends, what makes IA so different from like Adams or Bloomfield Hills High School? I'm like, wow, it's small, it's tiny, and there's not a lot of people. But also, it's different because I mean, there's like a really like close-knit like community, and like everybody there is like really chill. Like
IA stands out from other schools because I feel like it's a sense of students that are here want to be here. So they have to go through an application process, and it's not so much that you have to get accepted, it's just the fact that you are giving the school information that we would need throughout your 4 years here at IA. And the fact that you have to go through this application, I think, kind of detours other students that maybe don't really want to be here. But it's a sense of, I'm here for a purpose, I want to be an IA student, and everyone knows what their job is. So their job is to learn, their job is to become culturally aware. And we have lots of different ethnicities and cultures and different types of students. We have all different ranges of different activity skills, and we have students who are really good at art, and they're really good at band, or they're really good at math, or they're really good at speaking orally in front of people. So we have all those different wide varieties of students, and I think that really makes it different in the sense that everybody learns from everybody. They want to be here, they want to interact with all those different students, and it's a great community because everyone loves everybody, I feel like.
What about the IA stands out compared to other schools? So once you get to your junior year in 11th grade, we start on the extended essay, and I run that whole program, and that's one of the IB requirements. So that's a huge part of my job, and that sets the IA apart from other schools in terms of just like having an extended essay. And I also really like working here because I think that the students are great. It's a nice environment when everybody is really nice and it's really diverse, and everybody's really accepting, from the teachers to the students to the parents. It's just a really nice, close community, and I like that it's smaller than the traditional high school.
Okay, so my first question is, what makes the IA curriculum so different than other schools? And I think it's just a matter of we work in a different way. So instead of necessarily just straight up answering questions, we're actually understanding what we're supposed to be learning. And I think that makes a really big difference, and it really pays off to work that hard, because then in the end you end up taking more away from it, instead of just having like, oh, I got A's. It's like I got A's and I actually understood what I was doing. And I think that's pretty amazing. And that really helps with colleges, and that really helps with life in general, just being an educated human being.
With a smile.
Well, it pays off because you are prepared for college, and also because in future, whatever you do, whatever you work for, it gives you, you are hardworking and actually work to achieve something.
It definitely pays off to work hard because everything that you learn kind of just stays with you and you can apply it in everyday life. Also, not having the option to take easier classes or different classes kind of betters you, because if you did have the choice, you might not have picked those harder classes, and because of the lack of confidence you have in yourself, or because you just don't think you can take the load. But by having these picked for you, it gives you room to actually become better and actually manage your time better, which really pays off in the future.
The IB Learner Profile is a gathering of characteristics that we want each student to have. They are the characteristics that make you a lifelong learner. What good would it be if we just wanted you to learn from September to June? We want you to always learn. So you need to be an inquirer, you need to be a thinker, you need to be a problem solver. Each of these characteristics builds the best possible learner you can be. If I only wanted you to learn until your senior year, what good would that be? I want you to have the characteristics of a learner through your college years and even after the years you get out of college. So you have to be balanced, and you have to be caring, and you have to be able to take risks. Healthy risks, nothing too unhealthy. But all of these characteristics are really the characteristics that we want in each student to be a lifelong learner.
actually memorize what the IB Learner Profile is, but I do have a good idea because Mr. Helsky likes referencing Mr. IB. Mr. IB basically tells you how to be a good person, but puts it into words, so in case you don't know, you will find out.
I think the concept of the IB Learner Profile is great, but it's kind of unfortunate because most kids here kind of disregard it and treat it as a joke and all the contents in it as a joke. But otherwise, I think all the traits, what they mean, being a person and following them is really important. So follow the IB Learner Profile, kids.
The question is, what exactly does IB stand for and what does it mean? So literally, IB is International Baccalaureate. And the idea is that if you're an International Baccalaureate student, that you are like a global learner, you're an international learner. So I think the way that it was set up was that so if you had students that wanted to transfer from country to country, maybe they were like military brats or they were daughters or sons of diplomats or whatever that moved around from country to country. The idea was that they could go to different schools and still have the same education wherever they are. But it kind of picked up that other schools realized, wow, this is a really good program and you can really benefit from doing this international mindedness, right? So it caught on and it's turning out to be this very rigorous course that colleges really appreciate and find it really fascinating that kids can do that kind of stuff. So it's very rigorous, it's very intense, but it's awesome, right? Like you learn a lot being in an international baccalaureate school.
Class that I've taken this year so far would be either lit or art.
My favorite class has to be econ because I love Mr. Techmeyer. He's the coolest teacher ever and that class was super fun and I learned about a bunch of stuff that isn't like normal school subjects.
History because, well, first of all, it's Mr. Helsky who's teaching and he's one of my favorite teachers so far.
I really like a lot of different sciences, so I had a lot of fun in biology last year, and I'm also really enjoying physics this year, even though we haven't really gotten that far. But those are probably my favorite classes so far.
You're my shooting star. Your love reaches so far. When I've got you, I can't lose. All of my wishes come true.
And to have art in a school. Okay, so first of all, art is creative. You have to be creative to do art. And also it gives you kind of like a break from the rest of school style of art. Okay, so I don't know, it's either sketching or oil painting. Or Mandy, like that works too, henna.
Yeah,
that's good.
Important because it kind of like is a way to express yourself.
I also feel like it helps you develop as a person because music can be so emotional and everyone connects to it, you know, so it helps bring people together and I think it really helps enrich the IA community.
It's important to have like the art and music programs at the IA because it's the way like students can express their creativity and express like what they want to say, I guess, that doesn't have to do with academics all the time. Because it's such a stressful school that we like need a break and we need to do something fun and exciting where we can utilize our talents.
Anna, take one.
Hello. So a really cool club at the IA that people always say that clubs at the IA are like a family, but none of them are actually like a family except for PTC, which is Phoenix Theater Company. It's probably probably the best club that you can ever join because you make some really great friends. It's fun, it's a blast, and even when you're at school at like 11 o'clock, it's totally worth it, and it's fun, and you don't even realize it's late until you look outside and it's dark. And then you should join it because it's a very fulfilling and rewarding club, and you just feel great. I don't know. It's very hard to explain, but try it, and if you don't like it, then there's probably something wrong with you because it's the best club you can join. Just kidding!
Okay, so my freshman year here at the IA, I remember like into the first month I wasn't really involved in anything, and so I remember Mr. Uhalski, who was my history teacher my freshman year, talking about Green Group, which is a club that a bunch of seniors had started that year to help like promote environmental awareness and stuff, and that was also part of like Mr. Uhalski's product team. And so like in October I talked to him about it and I ended up joining. And what I really liked most about it, and like why I originally joined, is because obviously I care about the environment, but also it was a small club and it was like a great way to get to know the upperclassmen, especially because the seniors who had started it had the club mostly of people in their grade. And so I made pretty good friends with them, and I still talk to them, and like being part of that club gave me the opportunity to be on board, and so like now I'm running the club and
clubs. So as a freshman I came in and everybody was talking about how they wish that they had done more in their freshman year, and so I decided that I was going to do all the things in my freshman year, and I did. And I joined like 10 different clubs and I had a lot of fun, and if I had to do it over again I would join more. Because if you really want to, you can balance the homework and the clubs and studying and whatever else you want to balance, and that's really nice. And I enjoy it a lot because it brings more to the academics. That way you're not just so stressed out about grades all the time, and you can get your priorities in order.
The best part of Olympics is that your whole entire class comes together to work as a team and goes against the other grades obviously, but it really builds relationships and makes them stronger and kind of unites everyone.
Going in after car night and coming into school the morning after and just walking through all the hallways, seeing everything everyone has done and worked so hard on is just really nice and amazing.
Hi! Are you holding the ceiling up? Yeah! Whoa! Woo! Oh, shoot!
Do people take Olympics seriously? In my opinion, I would say yes, because it's the only sport event we have here in IA, and it's the only time we get active and compete against each other.
Are you excited? Of course I'm excited. Olympics is the best day of the year. It's almost better than pajama day.
So I feel like Olympics, because you're competing with your own grade, it really brings your grade together. You get to meet new people depending on like which events you're in, because as a freshman you don't really get to know everyone in your class just because of not everyone is going to be in your classes. But at Olympics everyone's out and about trying to get points for their team, and you just have the opportunity to meet so many more people and just connect with more people. And I feel like it really, competing on the team with your class just helps you work together and know each other better.
IA is you're stressed out and miserable, but you're really happy about it.
Diverse.
It's a wonderful community.
IA is community.
IA is undecided.
Take that, basketballers! Swag pockets!
It's interesting.
IA is musical.
IA is supportive.
IA is cultural.
The IA is purposeful.
IA is stressfully enjoyable.